Hi, we're here with Mark Hackett of the Bangor High School Rams. Coach Hackett, how did practice go this week?
Practice was super. They seem to be a little bit more focused on what it is they want and what they've done to get here. There wasn't much fooling around this week.
Could you tell me a few keys that you think will be effective tonight versus Brunswick?
Well, we're going to have to stop the fullback first, and if we can control him, then obviously Mims running outside around the end, we'll have to take care of him also. And we feel like we have a pretty good game plan. We'll play 52 defense, and hopefully we'll be able to contain those two guys.
Do you think the cold will be a factor?
I hope it affects them more than it does us, but the cold always affects the game. But it's a game of football, and I think the tougher team wins when it's bad weather.
Okay, well, thank you for your time, and good luck and congratulations on your season.
Thank you very much, guys.
Hello, we're here with Coach Levitt tonight of the Brunswick Dragons. We have a few questions for you, Coach.
Go right ahead.
How was practice this week preparing for Bangor?
Probably the best week of practice we've had all season.
Could you tell us some offensive and defensive keys tonight that you're going to be doing to stop Bangor?
Well, I think for us offensively, we want to control the ball and keep their offense off the field. We'd like to try and keep the Prentice kid from having a lot of big runs. A lot of people have been very successful doing that, but we feel that we're pretty solid on defense. We'll see how it goes.
Oh, good. Thank you for your time.
Great. Thank you.
You have a great game, Coach.
Good luck, Coach.
Hey, Eastern Maine, are you ready for some high school football?
Good evening and welcome to Page Employment and Seaboard Security's Game of the Week. Tonight, the Bangor Rams host the Brunswick Dragons here at Cameron Stadium in Bangor. Tonight's game is being taped and replayed on WFVX Bangor 22, Cable 10 on Tuesday, November 18th at 10:30 p.m. Tonight's film crew for Page Employment and Seaboard Security are myself, J.J. Jackson, and my associate, Chris Bombardier, camera persons, Eric and Pam Baxter, key grip, Shelley Gray, executive producers, Bill and Jerry Baxter, production facilities, Associated Media Productions, and for a copy of the game, contact Higgins Video at 989-5125. So, Chris, what do you think are going to be some of the keys that both these teams are going to need to hit to push them over the edge towards the state championship next week?
I believe for Bangor, it's going to be the offensive line and Mike Prentice. I think it'll come down to discipline. The team that has the least penalties, I think, will come out on top. For Brunswick, they have a very athletic quarterback as well as fullback. I believe that if Brunswick can get a ground game going and a passing game, then I think they'll be all set.
Both these teams have very explosive offenses with, like you said, Mike Prentice and the offensive line of Bangor, as well as Heber, and they also have Payson in the backfield for them. And as far as Brunswick goes, they have a heck of a fullback in Philip Warren, who has shown to be one of the better running backs in the league this year. Coaching-wise, was there anything that Coach Hackett said that they were going to be doing different that was going to help them out, or?
I think that just the discipline. I think the tougher football team wins, and that's what Coach Hackett said tonight. He said whoever's tougher will win. They have great leadership in P.J. Dow, Trevor LaGrange, Mike Prentice, and Tyler Heber, the four captains. Tremendous leadership in all four of them.
And as a quarterback, what would you say to Sullivan and Ralph Mims tonight to help them get ready? What would be their keys? What are they going to need to focus on tonight as quarterbacks?
Not make the mistakes. Stay disciplined. Don't throw interceptions. Try not to fumble. Hang on to the ball as much as possible, and just be a leader. A lot of players in that huddle, they need the leadership. They need from the quarterback to stay confident. I think both of them are great leaders.
And I think that's a good point. I mean, a lot of teams don't realize that mistakes that you make yourself are what's going to cost you a game. And it's a big thing when you get here to the championships. These players are out here. They're at the top of their game at the end of the season, and these players are going to break a few games, but they're going to break a few plays, but you need the bend and not break, and that's what both these teams have done to get here, and I think we're in for an extraordinary game.
I think it might come down to one big play. I mean, they're both outstanding football teams, and one big, huge play might decide it between the two.
And it's like you were saying about the offense and defensive line. The offensive line of Bangor has been very good all year long. And you on the offensive line of Bangor, like you said, you have P.J. Dow, who's a captain, who has been an extraordinary player. He played defense his junior year, I believe, but he's been an awesome player on offense and defense for them. That's number 4, P.J. Dow. And also, you got Danny Day, Trevor LaGrange, Eric Anderson, Ricky Dexter, Kyle Oliver, and Kevin Flynn. which all of them, have a lot of playing experience, have been playing together for a long time, and I think that that's a good core of veterans that's going to help the Bangor offense, and there's a lot to be said for the Brusnwick offensive line as well.
Brusnwick offensive line consists of number 38, Garrick Macy, number 72, John Hamilton, number 64, Nathaniel Burnett, number 77, Sean Clement, number 71, Tony Prenick, number 65, Eric Schultzberger. I think it'll be a great match between these two enormous offensive lines.
It should be a great game. A clash of the Titans, you'd almost say, right here. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better end of the season right here with two, quick scoring teams, two big offensive and defensive lines. It's going to be awesome. So.
Not only that, they're going to have a little, Brunswick's going to have a little revenge for the past state game that they lost to Bangor. I think they're going to have a little chip on their shoulder, especially from the quarterback, Ralph Mims. I think he might come out and show Bangor a little something. I think he really wants this game. I think he wants to bring Brunswick to the state championship. And I don't think he'll settle for anything less. I think it's going to be a great game. It's going to come down to the end.
And I think special teams also could be a big factor here tonight. As you know, Bangor has had Heber back on returning kickoffs, and he's returned a few this year, and always dangerous Mike Prentice back there. So it's going to be a big factor. Special teams is one of those things that you have to keep track of, and everybody's going to be on their toes. It's a quick play if you play it right, but it can end up in big points if you don't. Chris, you were a return man. Are there any things that can help you get some extra yards there on the returns, or?
I just think make sure when you're returning a kickoff or a punt, the first thing is make sure you get a hold of the ball. You never want to fumble. You never want to turnover. It could change the momentum of the game and just change it altogether. You don't want to drop the momentum. You want to keep the momentum through the whole game, and the person that has the momentum at the end will win.
Yeah, so like you said, minimize your mistakes, and that'll help you win the game, and that's definitely it's gonna be a battle here tonight. We have two teams here that have been playing great all season long. Brusnwick, who had an amazing defeat last week over Gardner, and Bangor, who defeated Mount Blue last week, and two very good games, fought hard down to the end. And here on a bitter, cold, windy night in Bangor, we're going to have the Eastern Maine Championship decided. And I think this is where it should be every year. When it comes fall around this time of the year, it's great to be out here at a football game.
Tonight, very, very brisk night, very, very breezy. Do you think that the wind and the cold will have any effect on the players down the field?
Well, as a lineman, I know that a lot of the hits are going to sting a little bit more for the guys, and maybe some of the bumps and bruises are going to stay with you a little bit longer. But generally, when you're out on the field, all you're thinking about is the other 11 players on the field across from you. So I don't think that the cold so much will affect as much as the wind. We'll see if the wind keeps up, then I think the passing game might be hindered a little bit. We might see a little bit more running.
Well, I know as a quarterback, whenever I would have a rainy night playing football or breezy and cold night, it's very, very hard to throw the football or even hold on to the football. I remember when I played, I used to wear these padded gloves, and it would help me get a grip on the ball. I wonder for Ralph Mims and Sean Sullivan what they're going to do to help them hold on to the ball and throw it.
Well, both of these quarterbacks are very shifty too, and can do things with their 2 feet. So, if they, we might see a little bit of play action with the quarterback rolling out, and if nobody's open, it's getting real windy, we might see, number 7 for either team take off and, gain some yards. Wherever they can get it, it's going to help both these teams. So.
Sean Sullivan is very, 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 well, not very small, but he's small for a quarterback, but he does the little things to get it done. He's the biggest heart on the team, I think. He has the motivation to help the other players in the huddle. Even when he's on the sidelines, you can see him jumping up and down, yelling all around. That's what you need. Well, this is going to be a brisk, cold night here at Cameron Stadium in Bangor.
Well, as we get ready for kickoff, we're going to take a break right now from Cameron Stadium. This is Page Employment and Seaboard Securities.
Ladies and gentlemen, both teams had outstanding seasons. Be proud of your team. Please display good sportsmanship tonight. Bangor High School welcomes you to Cameron Stadium for tonight's Pine Tree Final between the Dragons of Brusnwick High School and your Rams of Bangor High School. Let's meet the lineup. First, the starting Brusnwick defense. At linebacker, a senior. Number 5, Tyler Montgomery. At linebacker, a senior. Number 6, Devin Shepard. At defensive back, a senior. Number 7, Ralph Mims. At cornerback, a junior. Number 14, Justin Clark. At linebacker, a junior, number 38, Garrett Mace. At tackle, a senior, number 47, Philip Warren. At tackle, a senior, number 64, Nathaniel Burnett. At defensive end, a senior, number 72, John Hamilton. At tackle, a junior, number 79, Aaron Chapin. At defensive end, a junior, number 84, Brandon Krause. And at cornerback, a junior, number 85, Kevin Scully. The assistant coaches are Dan Cooper, Mark Tucker, Larry Berberich, Bill Trufant, Sergio Wooden, Sean Austin, Terry Hart, Peter Tupper, and Crystal Wright. Brunswick's head coach is Dick Levitt. Now let's meet the Bangor starting offense. At wingback, a senior, number 2, Tyler Heber. At split end, a junior, number 3, Anthony DeRosa. At tight end, a senior, number 4, P.J. Dow. At quarterback, a senior, number 7, Sean Sullivan. The fullback is a junior, number 20, Aaron Gallant. At tailback, a senior, number 28, Mike Prentice. At guard, a senior, number 51, Trevor LaGrange. At center, a junior, number 53, Eric Anderson. At guard, a junior, number 63, Jeremy Tyler. At tackle, a senior, number 72, Danny Day. And at tackle, a junior, number 76, Kyle Oliver. Bangor's assistant coaches are John Tennant, Mike Misbrenner, Jack Kurtzman, and Lance Fenor. Bangor's head coach is Mark Hackett. Tonight's officials are the referee is Mr. Mike DeLuise, the umpires Mr. Mike Clark, line judge Mr. Bob Bean, the head linesman Mr. Scott Heath, and the back judge is Mr. Tim Kenny. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise as the Bangor High School Band, under the direction of Mr. Scott Burdett, honors America with the playing of our national anthem. Tonight's colors are being presented by the Bangor High Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps.
evening and welcome to Cameron Stadium, where the Bangor Rams are playing the Brusnwick Dragons in the Eastern Maine Championship game. Well, Chris, what do you think? What do you think so far? Both teams look pretty good in warm-ups, and it looks like we're getting set for an exciting game right here as we get ready for the coin toss.
As well as very pumped up, JJ. They both are very excited. They're jumping around. They're hopping around. You know, they're both teams are ready to go. They're ready to go to the States.
And for the officiating crew tonight, we have ref Mike Delos, line judge Bob Bean, umpire Mike Clark, linesman Scott Heath, back judge Tim Kinney, and scorekeeper John Redmond. And captains for the Brusnwick Dragons are number 6, Devin Shepard, number 47, Philip Warner, number 72, John Hamilton, and number 79, Aaron Cathan.
The Bangor captains are number 4, PJ Dow, number 51, Trevor LaGrange, number 28, Mike Prentice, and number 2, Tyler Heber. We're going to look for an outstanding game out of all 8 of these players. Great leadership, as well as hard work.
A lot of these guys are key players right here. A lot of their leadership and you know, and a lot of their integrity carries into a lot of these other guys right now as they shake hands and get ready for the coin toss. Looks like the coin was just flipped. Let's see if we can get a call. He's bang all these players right now. This is when the nerves get the best here right now.
Hit the stomach, yeah.
Getting all pumped up, waiting for the kickoff, and that's when it all goes away right there for you. Like as we said, you know, the Eastern Maine Championship next Saturday, the winner will be playing the winner of the Western Maine Championship down in Portland on at Fitzpatrick Stadium.
That's between Deering and Biddeford. Both teams are undefeated.
So we got 4 great teams playing tonight, or I believe the Western Maine teams are playing tomorrow afternoon. So either way, it should be a great game tonight and a great game next week.
Still waiting on the coin toss. Officials are discussing the rules, and there's the toss.
Well, looks like they're having a little bit of trouble holding on to the coin because of the wind right now. Brusnwick will call because they're the visiting team. They'll get to call either heads or tails. Looks like Brusnwick won the toss, and that looks like they got to decide first.
Looks like Brusnwick's getting the ball. Brusnwick will receive.
Brusnwick is going to receive. So the Bangor Rams will be kicking first, and the Brusnwick Dragons will be receiving.
Eastern Maine Championship just about to be underway here at Cameron Stadium in Bangor. Very excited fans, packed house.
Looks like both teams are getting very pumped up right here. We'll see the kickoff team that's been very good for Bangor all season long, and the return team for the Brusnwick Dragons has been very explosive.
Bangor taking the field.
And the kicker for Bangor, by the way, is number 45, Ryan Toomey. He does a very good job. We'll see if the wind conditions here tonight are going to affect the kicking game. And also, it being so cold is going to make the ball a little bit stiff. And, you know, when you're kicking a stiff ball like that, it tends not to fly so far. So we'll see if, you know, the receiving team adjusts. And
you know, a lot of these players play a lot of different positions. You know, they both play both ways as well as special teams. Do you think that'll have any effect on either team tonight?
I know that cold air getting in your lungs, that can do something to you. Sometimes you got Brian Lever out there that plays linebacker. You have Mike Prentice out there that plays running back as well as D-back. I mean, a lot of these guys, you're right, you know. And
this is such a pumped-up game. I don't think it really even matters. I don't think it's even in any of their minds. And we're underway. Here we go. Kickoff.
And it's going to be fielded by Brusnwick at about the 5-yard line. He's bringing it out. Initially hit at the 15.
Tackled by a bunch of Bangor players. Mikey Prentice and P.J. Dowen on the tackle.
Looked like number 43 was also in on the tackle for Bangor, Matt Courier. So the defense is going to take over for Bangor and the offense for Brusnwick.
Brusnwick takes over on the 16-yard line.
As you said, the keys are going to be where the offense and the offenses of both these teams can get fired up. They both have very explosive offenses.
Brusnwick comes out split left.
Brusnwick has Ralph Mims under center, and they have Devin Shepard in the backfield right now. It looks behind quarterback. As they run a rip to the right, they get about 2 yards, and he's taken down by, looks like he was brought down by the linebacker, Brian Lever. Bangor's defense did a great job right there, trying to get. What they want to do is try to take over the line of scrimmage. They don't want to give those offensive linemen anything if they're going to try to stop Brunswick's offense.
They got to tackle as a team, no arm tackles or anything. You got to be as a team.
A lot of these guys are very shifty. Like you said, you got to tackle this team. Somebody is going to slip away.
Hand off right side to number 5.
We got number 5, Tyler Montgomery. Tyler Montgomery on the carry for about 3 yards. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5. Bangor looks like they're playing a 5-2 tonight.
Both teams are outstanding at stopping the run, but they both have great running backs as well.
Bangor on the 5-2. You got Ralph Mims under center.
Hand off to the fullback, Warren Phillips. Tackled for a 1-yard loss. That'll bring up 4th and about 3 or 4. And it looks like Brunswick bringing on the punt team. Deep for Bangor, Mike Prentice, number 28, and number 22, Tyler Heber.
Both these guys have been very explosive on special teams tonight. Special teams are going to play a big factor. Not only that, the field position game. So we'll see what Bangor can do right here as they come out with a good stand on Brunswick's first possession. Brunswick back, kicks the ball off, and it's a little squib kick off to the side.
Bangor runs away from the ball, and Brunswick will down it.
Brunswick's going to down it at their own 39-yard line.
No return on the play. It'll be 1st and 10 for Bangor, about the 37-yard line.
Here comes out the Rams offense, led by Sean Sullivan and the big Bangor line. We got the Brunswick defense out here as well. Devin Shepard, the fullback, also plays linebacker. We got Garrett Macy at linebacker, Kevin Scully at a cornerback. Bangor up the middle to Mike Prentice. He gets about 3 yards on that carry, and that's going to bring up about a 2nd and 7. You think this is what we're going to see primarily from Bangor tonight?
Yes, I think that Bangor will primarily run the ball with Mike Prentice, keep it on the ground, use their big offensive line as a weapon, I believe.
Yeah, Bangor's always been a primary running team. If they can, they like to keep the ball on the ground and control the clock.
You know as well as I do, Rams love Rit.
Bangor up the middle, Prentice.
To the right side.
He's got it out to the side. He's got about 10, 15. He's on the 10-yard line. Prentice brought down at about the 10-yard line. That bring up 1st down. 1st down, I think 10. I think they might have a chance to get a 1st down here.
1st and 10 on about the 11-yard line. What a great run, JJ, by Mike Prentice. He's so hard to bring down.
That's explosive running right there. Very explosive running. And the great thing he does, he keeps his legs moving, and it gives, the lineman a lot of energy right there when you break runs like that.
Number 3, Anthony DeRosa, split left. Hand off to Mike Prentice off the left side. Oh, gang tackle by a bunch of Brunswick players. About a 2 or 3 yard gain on that.
Looked like number 54 was on the tackle for the defense, Alec Hershey. We got Bangor bringing in number 9 here. That'll be Flynn.
I think they might go a little tight end here. Power I formation. Try to drill it at Brunswick, deep in their own territory.
It also looks like Brunswick's putting, about 7 or 8 guys right up there on the front. And I think that if they want to prove a point, they want to stop Prentice right here.
Wing back left goes in motion to the right. Oh, we got a flag on the play.
This is where you see if you can punch it in right here, that'll be a big boost for Bangor right here.
That hurts Bangor right there. False start on Bangor.
It's going to bring up 2nd down and 12. So the ball is going to be on about the
12-yard line.
The 12-yard line. Bangor's going to have a 2nd down and 12. Brunswick seeing if they can make a stand right here. Bangor comes up to the line in the I formation, double tight ends. Get the flanker in motion. Bangor hands it up the middle to Mike Prentice, seeing if he can get the corner. If he gets the corner, he might score. He gets to the 5-yard line.
Mike Prentice down to the 2-yard line. What a great run.
And that's leg drive right there. He had about 2 or 3 guys trying to get their hands on him. He just kept his legs moving. When the defenders get their hands on you like that, you want to just keep your legs moving, get any, even an inch counts in this game right here.
Every inch counts, JJ. You are right.
It's 3rd and 3 right here.
3rd and 3 from about the 3-yard line.
Bangor's going with an offset right. They're going power right. Prentice up the middle.
Touchdown, Bangor.
Touchdown, Bangor. That was a great orchestrated drive right there. They just seem to want to power the ball up the middle, and that it looks like Bangor right there is trying to see if they can get their running game working. And we all know that when Bangor gets their running game working, that leads to, they'll open up the pass game as well.
That bread and butter for Bangor, Mike Prentice. He's just something else.
Bangor will come out to attempt the extra point, and it will be number 14, Jordan Heath, trying to attempt the extra point.
And the snap, it's down, up, and the extra point is no good.
Just seemed to hit the upright right there as Brunswick got in very fast on that play.
7:28 left in the first quarter, and we have a score of 6-0, Bangor over Brunswick.
Here we'll see. Hey, and we're going to take a short break. Here we are back at Bangor Stadium. Here at Cameron Stadium, rather, with the Brunswick Dragons and Bangor Rams. We got a score of 6-0 after the Bangor Rams just scored. Brunswick back to kick off. I'm back to receive.
Square line drive kick.
Number 6.
Returned by number 6, Devin Shepard. Oh, bounces off a couple of tackles, breaks it up the middle. Oh, tackles about the 33-yard line.
That was a great effort right there by Shepard. He bounced off a few tackles, kept his legs moving, and drove to give his team good field position right there. They'll have the ball on, it looks about the 33-yard line.
Tackle by number 49.
Looked like he was talking about number 4, P.J. Dow was in there on the tackle as well. Bangor comes back out on defense, see if they can do more of what they did before, as well as Brunswick trying to get their offense going. Brunswick sets up and looks like they...
Split right. Guy in motion to the left.
Number 6, Devin Shepard in motion. Looks like they're going to waggle out. Mims around the corner, and he gets about 5 yards. Looks like Mims, or more like 7 yards. It's going to bring down 2nd down and about 3. Bangor right here, going to be trying to stop that man all night long. Ralph Mims is very, very quick.
He is very quick at that. He gets the outside, and I believe that he might be gone if he gets the outside on this defense.
Bangor's still running the 5-2.
Ralph Mims under center. Power formation, handoff to the fullback, number 47, Philip Warren, up the middle for about a good 4 or 5 yards. That'll be a first down for Brunswick.
And he was gang tackled there by Bangor. It looked like number 57, Dave Berry, got in on the tackle, as well as number 14, Jordan Heath, was in on the tackle as well.
Two powerhouses going at it. JJ is nothing better than this.
And that's one of the things that Bangor does very well. They gang tackle so that they don't lose the ball carrier. And that's a great thing for a team to have. And Brunswick looks as though they might be getting something going right here.
Split right for Brunswick. Mims under center.
We got number 6 running around the right side, Shepard, and he's caught by number 51, and that'll be Trevor LaGrange. Trevor LaGrange with an initial hit, and that was...
As well as number 53, Eric Anderson on the tackle.
That's a very good read for the defensive line right there to get out to the outside so quick and make the initial tackle.
On all those misdirection plays, it's so hard to see where the ball is going. You have to have very good discipline.
Trevor LaGrange is a seasoned veteran out there, so he's pretty good at sniffing out just about anything.
We got split left, flanker right, motion. Oh, waggle, Mims rolls to the right, trying to find a receiver. Oh, it looks like he's going to run. Mims, for a 4-yard gain, runs out of bounds.
And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 6. Ralph Mims has definitely been known to, if there's nothing downfield, he can get some yards on his own 2 feet. He's a very fast person. As you can attest, you played him on the basketball court, and he just flies around with whatever he's doing.
Yes, he has very, very, very quick speed. He's very athletic. We haven't seen his arm yet tonight. He hasn't decided to throw a pass, but if he decides to run it, you better watch out.
Bangor also has a very forceful defense. We'll see what Brunswick's going to come up and try to run on this long third down. It's about 3rd down and 7 right here.
Brunswick comes to the line. Fullback, one back in the backfield. Oh, looks like a little confusion going on.
Looks like they're trying to check the spot of the ball right here, I believe. Like I said, Bangor has a very strong defense. They basically like to run the 5-2, the base defense. Everybody stays in their zone and does what they need to do, and they get the job done. And like I said, seasoned veterans like Trevor LaGrange, PJ Dow, you got number 57 Dave Barry in there. They got some good experience last week. You have number 76 Kyle Oliver. All these guys are in there, making great plays and trying to hold Brunswick right here. See if they can get them to punt.
Oh, we're going to go to a quick timeout right here. Be back in a few seconds.
And here we are back. Brunswick on offense. We got Bangor running the 5-2. I think we'll be seeing a pass here from Brunswick.
Brunswick split right, 3rd and 7. Mims under center. Rolls left. Pass is complete. Oh, incomplete to number 47 of Brunswick.
And that was a good play by number 5 right there for Bangor.
Pass was to Warren Phillips. Hit him in the hands and just didn't concentrate. Didn't keep his eye on the ball, and it fell right out.
It looks like Brunswick will be back here to punt. And Dave Barry is wearing number 5 tonight. A little bit of confusion there. Dave Barry, one of Bangor's linebackers. So we'll see Prentice, number 28, and number 2 Heber back to return the punt. Looks like Prentice will return this one right here.
Fair catch by Mike Prentice. Mike Prentice touched the ball, fumble on the play.
Brunswick will take over.
Brunswick recovers the fumble.
Brunswick will take over on Bangor's 28-yard line. We said special teams would be a key here in this game, and thus far it has turned out to be. As Brunswick will get a second chance right here, and we'll see if Bangor's defense can answer back.
As well as turnovers, they always hurt you one way or another. If you can always score on a turnover, it's always crucial.
Got Bangor back in the 5-2.
Mims under center.
And there's a flag on the play. Both teams seem to be a little bit antsy here tonight. See if they can't calm down. And both teams are sure hitting hard. It's been a back-and-forth game here so far.
Right now, I don't think the cold's a factor anymore. I think they've all run around enough to get the jitters out. I don't even think they're even thinking about this cold right now.
And Brunswick coming back up to the line.
Split right. Bangor on a 5-2 defense is still.
With the penalty, 1st and 15, Bangor 30.
Got the defensive line here looking to stop Brunswick. See if they can't get him to turn the ball over. And
Philip Warren up the middle. Gang tackled by Bangor. Gets about 3-4 yards on the play.
It looked like number 5, Dave Barry, was in there on initial hit, as well as number 76, Kyle Oliver, and looked like Anderson was in on the tackle as well. Be about a 2nd and 11 from the 29-yard line.
We have about 5 minutes and 22 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 6-0 Bangor over Brunswick. Brunswick comes to the line with Philip Warren and Devin Shepard in the backfield. Motion to the right by number 20, Justin Phillips. Handoff. Philip Warren up the middle. Gang tackled by Bangor. Nowhere to go. 1 yard on the game.
And that was just great play right there by the defensive line. They sniffed that play out, and it looked like number 72, Danny Day, made the initial tackle, grabbing a hold of the running back's feet right there. And that's a great job right there. Get a hold of the running back's feet and let the other guys clean up for the tackle. Hold him to as little yards as he can. So bring up 3rd down and about 9, I believe.
Split right. You got Philip Warren and Devin Shepard still in the backfield.
Bangor in the 5-2.
Little motion. We got a waggle pass. Number 14 rolls out to the right. Looking deep. Oh, decides to run it. Tackle just short of the 1st down for about a 5-yard gain.
Looks like it's going to be 4th down and about 4. We'll see what Brusnwick does here. It looks like number 14.
Looks like we have a new quarterback in there for Brusnwick.
Yeah, number 14, Justin Clark, has come in for Ralph Mims, and we'll see what he can do out here tonight. Brusnwick's got a crucial decision right here as they're on the 22-yard line going in, and this play is very important to them right now. They get the first down, they have a good chance of scoring.
4th and about 4. Brusnwick comes to the line. Philip Warren alone in the backfield. Hand off to Philip Warren, straight up the middle. Good hard running by Philip Warren.
And it looks as though he might have the first down. As the chains move right now, Brusnwick has the first down, and that's a big play for them right there, Chris. I think getting that first down is the first step to them. Maybe getting a score out of this drive.
Very very big confidence builder. I think that helped them a lot, especially with a substitute at quarterback.
That Philip Warren, he runs very powerful, north-south runner. He's very good.
Brusnwick motion to the left. Handoff to Philip Warren. Bounced off a couple of tackles, couple of spins, down for about a 3-4 yard gain.
It's like number 76 was in on the tackle for Bangor, Kyle Oliver.
Philip Warren is just a very, very, very big kid. Probably very hard to bring down. Bangor needs to gang tackle in order to bring him down on a consistent basis. He looks very strong.
He's a very galvanized running back. He just when he gets his motor running, it's going to be hard to stop him here tonight.
Justin Clark under center.
And they hand it off to number 8.
Number 6, Devin Shepard on the run, gang tackled by Bangor for only a 1 or 2 yard gain.
So that's going to bring up another 4th down. It'd be about 4th down and 5. Or excuse me, 3rd down and 5.
Brusnwick being in Bangor territory this early in the game has to give them a little confidence, just knowing that they can do it. It was on a turnover, but these guys just must get a little bit of confidence, have a little bit of confidence right now. Justin Clark under center. Bangor on a 5-2 defense.
Looks like they give it to the fullback up the middle, and he might get about, looks like he'll get about 2 or 3 yards, and he's brought down. I think it's going to be a 4th down and short here.
Huge play coming up.
This is a big play for both teams. It looks like they're playing good, hard-nosed football. The offense and defensive line are smashing together every play, and it's really a test between the linebackers and the running backs. It's really been a stalemate here between the offensive and defensive line.
Got to work for every inch that you get.
And we have a timeout by Brusnwick, and with that, we're going to take a timeout as well. Back at Cameron Stadium, we have the Brusnwick Dragons on about the 8-yard line.
4th and about 2. Justin Clark under center, motion to the left. Oh, Mims is back in the game, and he's running it left side. Oh, looking to pass. Caught
on the 1-yard line.
Tackled at the 2-yard line.
That's very good concentration by Ralph Mims right there to, pull the ball out when it looks like he's most certainly running, and to get that pass off right there. That's a very good job.
That's a pass to number 20, Justin Phillips. Down to about the 2-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal for Brusnwick. Great play by Ralph Mims.
A lot has to be said for this Brusnwick offensive line right here. A lot of those guys in here, blocking their hearts off right now. We got Brusnwick, Bangor. It looks like they're going to have 6 men on the line of scrimmage, trying to stop that run up the middle. And they give it to number 47.
Philip Warren on the run. Very
close.
There's
a pile up. We'll see where they spot the ball. Bangor here. This is very important for them right here. You never know. There could be a fumble. You never know. You don't want to get up this close to the end zone. And Bangor does a good job to stop them. At about the 1-yard line right there. These big guys, Trevor LaGrange, and you got Danny Day in there. You have Flynn at one of the defensive ends, and PJ Dow with the other. And these guys can be fighting their tails off to stop Brusnwick from getting in right here.
Mims has re-entered the game at quarterback. Is under center. Handoff number 6, Devin Shepard right side.
Looked like number 28, Prentice, made the tackle right there. He hit him before he could get to the line of scrimmage. That's a very heads-up play right there.
Good defense by Bangor. Wouldn't this be a momentum change if they could stop him right here? It's 3rd and goal for for Brunswick on about the 1 yard line.
Bangor is like a steel curtain right now. Their defensive linemen are fighting with all they got, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. And with that, we're going to take a break. And here we are back at Cameron Stadium here tonight. As the coaches hurry off the field, looks like we're going to get the second quarter underway.
At the beginning of the second quarter, it's 6-0 Bangor.
Ralph Mims under center. It looks like they're going to give it to number 47, Philip Warner.
And he is stopped just short of the goal line again by Bangor's defense.
And that's
what a
gonna,
tremendous stand,
and that's
JJ.
going to bring up a 4th and 7. And this is a very extraordinary effort right here by the Bangor linemen. You have to give it to all these guys right here. They're not going to give it up easy. They're going to make Brunswick work for it. And so far, they've sniffed out everything that Brunswick's tried to do, and they're stopping it. This is a very good play by Bangor.
People standing here at Cameron Stadium. This is who wants it more, JJ. We got a 4th down and about 3. 4th and goal. Mims under center.
Bangor's going to load the line of scrimmage. Fans getting into it. They give
Mims
it
right
looks like
side.
Mims to the right side. It looks like he was stopped short of the goal line.
Short of the goal line.
And that is a very, very big play right there by Bangor. It'll be Bangor's ball on about the 1 yard line.
Mims gave a fake up the middle, tried to run a sweep to the outside, but they just had the angle on him and drove him out of bounds. Great stop by Bangor.
And that's a good example right there of bending but not breaking. Your defense might bend, but it doesn't break in the end. And they came back right there, and that is extraordinary. You can't say enough about the defensive line right there when you do something like that. And as well as the secondary coming in there for the cleanup tackles after Bangor pushed the lineman back. Bangor's going to push it up the middle with Prentice, it looks like, and he'll gain about. Looks like he'll have about a yard. That's going to bring up a 2nd down right now. We'll see what the coaches for Bangor are going to do right here to try to get the ball moving here on this drive.
Brunswick Dragons need to stop.
Brunswick in very good position, to make something happen right here. It's as you know, Chris, it's hard to move the ball out of the end zone like this, and Bangor's going to come up in the power eye right. And I'd expect them to, run Prentice here. Prentice gets around the left side and
Tackled by number 64, Nathaniel Burnett from Brunswick. Great one-on-one tackle.
That's a very good play right there. And, what Brunswick's thinking right here is that, if they can get a stop, they'll have very good position for their offense. And a lot of these guys on Brunswick are very good players. Just to go name off some of the Brunswick players, we have at defensive end, number 72, John Hamilton. We have Philip Warren at tackle, Aaron Chafin at nose guard, at the other tackle, Nathaniel Burnett. At defensive end, Brandon Krause at linebacker, Devin Shepard, and we'll have the rest of them here in just a second. Bangor lines up in the I formation with a flanker off to the right side. And it looks like they're giving it to Prentice around the side. He's got a little bit of running room as he gets to about the 11-yard line, and this will be close to a 1st down right here.
Tackled by number 5, Tyler Montgomery from Brunswick.
And and Bangor gets the 1st down, and that's a very big boost for Bangor right there. Now they have a little bit of room to work with, and you might even see a few passes out of Bangor. They haven't passed as of yet, which might throw the Brunswick defense off. And the rest of the Brunswick defense, we have Garrett Massey at linebacker. We have number 85, Kellen Scully at cornerback. Justin Clark, the other cornerback. Ralph Mims at free safety. And Tyler Montgomery at strong safety.
Bangor comes to the line. Power set. Gives it to Mike Prentice. Up the middle. Breaks a few tackles. Still on his feet. Tackled by number 6, Devin Shepard. For a nice 8-yard gain.
That's a great play after the hit by Mike Prentice right there. Usually a lot of guys, the initial hit might stop him a little bit, but he just seems to power through the first hit, and it takes about 2 or 3 hits, to take this guy down.
It's good that Brunswick defense doesn't give up, though. Don't let Mike Prentice get in the open. That's good that Brunswick.
That swarming mentality is helping Brunswick out right now, so that Prentice doesn't break that big run. They've had 3 or 4 guys, and then they tackle him each time. Give it to Prentice to the right. And he's going to get about 1 or 2, and then he's stopped. It's going to be about, looks like it's going to be 3rd down and short, I believe.
Start by number 5, Tyler Montgomery. Tyler Montgomery on the stop.
And now this is, looks like the official's going to take a timeout, and they're gonna measure. They're gonna measure it right here on the play. And as they take a timeout to measure, we're gonna take a timeout too. We're back here at Cameron Stadium, and we're gonna get the measurement right here.
It's going to be close.
And both teams anxious to see what the call is going to be right here. And it
Just short.
looks like they're about half a yard short of the first down right here. And I don't think it'll be any surprise to anybody to see, Bangor line up in the power eye and try to slam through for this, half a yard right here. And this is going to be who's tougher football right here.
Who wants it more?
You got the offensive and defensive line. All of these guys are going out for it. You got 22 guys out there, scrapping to go to the state final tomorrow, next week, and we'll see what happens right here on this play.
Looking for Brunswick's defensive line to step up right here with a big stop. Bangor comes out, power eye left.
Aaron Gallant in front of Prentice. They handed it to Gallant. They hand it to the fullback. And it looks like he got about 2 yards on the play, and it looks like it'll be a first down. Look like a lot of guys are going for Prentice there on the play, and the fullback just sort of snuck up the middle for a few yards.
Nice run by Aaron Gallant for the first down.
Aaron Gallant, is also, not known as a great runner, but he's a very powerful, strong runner, and a lot of people don't know that he's very fast, almost as fast as Prentice, I believe.
He's more of a straight ahead runner than a shifty runner. Mike Prentice on the carry up the middle, hit hard by number 79, Aaron Chafin. Big hit by the lineman for about a 3-yard gain.
As the Brunswick coach informed us earlier, that it looks like the Brunswick team is running a bear defense. They sort of have like 7 men up on the line of scrimmage. It looks like they're trying to load that line of scrimmage and stop the run game of Bangor. I must say this is a pretty big line for the Brunswick Dragons. So they tried to run a reverse, and it looks like Heber's brought down for about a loss of 3.
By number 47, the tackle, Philip Warren, with a stop in the backfield for about a 3 or 4 yard loss.
Looked like he just sniffed that one out right there, Chris.
Yes, he did. He came in clean, made the hit. Tyler Heber tried to get away, but just Philip would not let it happen. Nice play by Philip Warren.
Good to see some of these guys get excited here, too, after the play. You have Bangor. They're going to have split outs to both sides in the I formation.
Tight end right.
Brunswick still got 7 men on the line of scrimmage. They're rushing the quarterback pretty fast. Prentice out to the left, out to the right side.
Delay to Mike Prentice for a short gain. It'll bring up a 4th and long.
We'll see that. We'll see the punt team for Bangor right here.
Tackled by number 79, Aaron Chafin, again on the stop.
We'll see if the wind affects this punt right here. We got number 6 back, Devin Shepard, to receive, as well as it looks like number 47 will be back there to receive Philip Warren.
PJ Dow with a punch straight up in the air punt. The wind had something to do with that. Everybody clears away, and Bangor downs it on their own 37-yard line.
And Justin Clark was one to, Jordan Heath was one to down that ball right there. Bangor will come out and try to continue its success on defense as well, and Brunswick can try to get something going right here, as they were very close on their last drive, within inches of the goal line.
It helps when you're deep in your own territory like this if you have a good defense, and Bangor has a great defense, and they do not worry when they get down in their own territory like this. They stay strong, and they have confidence. And
Brunswick offense with Philip Warren behind the quarterback, and he's going to fake the handoff and roll out to the right.
Mims is going to run it.
It looks like he passed Philip Warren right there for a short gain, but a gain of 2.
Penalty flags on the play.
As you see right there, Ralph Mims is very shifty and very quick. He has the speed. He can get ahead of somebody using his speed and slow down a little bit so he can set for his pass.
And you never know really if he's going to run or pass. You could start to run it and pull it and pass it at the last second. I mean, you gotta stay disciplined.
You got the captain, Trevor Lagrange, out there talking to the umpire. Looks like the Bangor defense is going to get a little bit of a break here. It's going to be 2nd down and about 11 here for for Brunswick.
Illegal forward pass on the play. Ralph just seemed to be a little bit beyond the line of scrimmage.
Bangor still running the 5-2. Got Ralph Mims behind center. He's going to hand to number 6, Shepard. Shepard's going to get about, it looks like he's going to have about 8 yards here.
Good 5 yards after the hit. Nice run by Shepard.
Looks like he was brought down by number 53 for Bangor, and that is Eric Anderson. That's a great play right there. That little handoff up the middle, it just seemed like a little hole opened up, and he just squirted through it and got like you said, get a few yards after the hit.
Mikey Prentice lined up on the wide receiver for Brunswick. Bangor in their normal 5-2.
Ralph Mims, he's going to hand off to number 6, Shepard, off to the right, and he's going to be swarmed after about a 2-yard gain. Looks like he was tackled by number 20, Aaron Gallant, number 72, Danny Day of Bangor.
It's going to bring up a 4th and very, very short for the Brunswick Dragons. Here in the second quarter with 5:10 left, 6-0 Bangor.
And this has been the story of the game thus far, Chris. A long, strong runs, and then it seems like towards the end of the drive, there's been a lot of 4th downs, and we've seen him go for it a couple times. Bangor had that measurement. Looks like we're going to have another measurement here. Both teams, the anxiety when you're waiting to see whether or not you get a 1st down or whether or not you're going to be trying to hold them on a 4th.
Call is very close. It is a first down. First down for Brunswick, 1st and 10 on Bangor's 26-yard line.
That's very big for Brunswick right there. That gives them a whole new set of downs. Let's see what they can do. They're on the 25-yard or 26-yard line right now. See if they can orchestrate a scoring drive right here. Is Bangor still in the 5-2? Going to see what they can do to stop them.
Brunswick split left. Mims under center.
Looks like Bangor's creeping up a little bit. Oh, they're shifting. They hand it off to number 47, Warren.
Warren left side.
Gets around
Breaks
the
it
side.
wide.
He's going to get to about the... He's going to get to about...
Touchdown,
Oh, it's
Brunswick.
a touchdown. And that was just great blocking right there. As Bangor tried to shift over to the right, the lineman just didn't let him get over there, and Warren got around the side. He's got very good speed for a guy his size. Very good speed. He got around that side, and they just weren't stopping him. He had a full head of steam and blew it into the end zone. It's a 6-6 game, and Brunswick will come out to attempt the extra point. Looks like number 3 is going to be out there to attempt the extra point for Brunswick, and that's a Darren Gouther. Sorry if I...
Sorry about the pronunciation. Oh, kicker slips.
Kicker slips, and the kick is no good.
Kick was no good. Kicker just tried to kick it, got bad footing, and just slipped on the play. So it's
that's all part of the game playing on grass.
6-6, tied ball game here, JJ. What do you expect from Bangor next possession?
I think it's going to be close, and we are back at Cameron Stadium. We have a 6-6 game with 4 minutes and 43 seconds left in the second quarter as Bangor gets set to receive the ball, and it's been a very tight game here so far. I'm going to look to see if Bangor can set up a drive right here. The kick is off. It's a little bit of a squib, and it kicked to number 76 of Bangor, Kyle Oliver, and he does a good job of getting his hands on it and covering up that ball.
It's very good that his teammates surrounded him after he jumped on that ball. You always want to surround your teammates on an onside kick.
And as you know, there can be a big pile up going after that ball. You never know who's going to come up with it.
Exactly. Sullivan goes to the huddle.
Let's see what Brunswick can do here on defense. Both teams have been very evenly matched here thus far. As we said, in a 6-6 game, Bangor comes up with a power eye right and a man split out to the
Anthony
left.
Drosa split left. Sullivan under center. Hand off to Mike Prentice, left side. Slips a few tackles, gain for about 2 yards.
It looks like he's tackled by number 76, Joshua Morin, or number 79,
Aaron Chafin.
He's had a few big tackles here tonight. It looks like he's clogging up the middle a little bit and, showing Bangor maybe a little bit of a different look than they thought they were going to get tonight.
Great matchup between these two powerhouses tonight. Close game and all, 6-6.
Bangor's coming to the line with a power eye right, and the man split out to the left. They're going to hand it to the fullback right here.
Nick Payson on a 1-yard run, gang tackled by a bunch of Brunswick players.
It's going to be about 3rd down and 7.
3:53 left in the half, 6-6 is the score.
And this is where you're running on pure emotion right here before halftime. You know that you're running out of time, and you want to get down there and score. And for Brunswick, they want to stop Bangor right here. And like we said a few times, it's who wants them more right here. Who can break that big play or who can get that big sack, and we'll see what we can see out of these players right now. I think the offensive and defensive line is going to be big keys as they have been thus far.
Anthony Drosa split right. We got a power ride right in the backfield. Sullivan under center. A waggle. Prentice up the middle.
It looks like he's stopped after a short gain, and it's going to bring up about 4th down and 6.
As the punting unit comes on for Bangor.
And as we've seen so far, punting the ball hasn't been very easy with this wind. You get it too high in the air, and the wind just sort of wants to blow it back. So we'll see if we'll see where Brunswick gets the ball right here. So they got number 6 Shepard and number 47 back to receive Philip Warren.
Kick to the right side, out of bounds at about the 26-yard line of Brunswick.
And that's a very good kick under the conditions. Doesn't give him a chance to return it, and he gets it under the wind enough so that he gets down there. Whereas that's a very good kick right there by Pete J. Dow, and he's been kicking since his junior year in high school.
As a kicker under these conditions, the wind blowing, it's very hard. If you kick it high in the air, that ball is not going to go anywhere. It was a very nice kick by PJ. He made sure he kicked it on the line and towards the sideline.
Brunswick's coming up the line, see if they can get something going here before halftime. See if maybe they can go up in with a little bit of a lead. Mims seems to be talking to his lineman a little bit of confusion maybe. And he hands off to Philip Warren up the middle, and it looks like he's got about...
Pounding football. 13-yard gain by Philip Warren.
And that was just pure power right there. He kept his legs moving and lowered his head, and that's what you want out of your running backs right there. You want them to just keep their legs moving, keep their head down, and get you some yards. So we got 2 minutes and 41 seconds left in the half, 6-6, and the ball's on the 43-yard line of Brunswick.
Brunswick split right. Mims under center.
5-2 for Bangor.
Hands off to Philip Warren again. He is gang tackled by a bunch of Bangor players. Number 5, Dave Berry in on the tackle.
Looked like number 51, Trevor LaGrange, had a hand in that tackle right there as well.
That's what they need to do with Philip Warren, is gang tackle. He's a very physical fullback. He likes that power. He likes to be hit because he likes to give the hits. He needs to be gang tackled and brought down. Bangor needs to work as a team, as defense.
So he's a very physical fullback, and as you said, he's not going to go down easily. I mean, you're going to need 2 or 3 guys to bring him down, as well as what they do to Prentice. It takes 2 or 3 guys to bring him down.
Philip Warren alone in the backfield. Mims drops back to the left. Looks, starts to run to the left. Looks again, throws to number.
And it looks like it was broken up by number 40 of Bangor right there.
No, it was complete to number 38.
Oh, it was complete to number 38. As he makes a good catch right there. I think it might have been deflected.
Caught by number 38, Garrett Macy. What a catch. Great play by Ralph Mims to buy some time.
That's very good. That scrambling around the pocket, like you said, it gives the wide receivers a lot of time to get open. And right there, it looked like it was going to be tipped by the Bangor defense, but that's good concentration right there to make that catch.
Timeout by Brunswick, and we will take a timeout as well.
We are back at Cameron Stadium. We have a 6-6 game with 1 minute and 38 seconds left in the half, and the ball on the 44-yard line. Brunswick Ralph Mims runs off to the right sideline. Looks like he'll be running it right here. And he's met by number
28, Mike Prentice.
And Prentice, he's just got that quick closing speed, and it's good to see the 2 speedsters meeting up right there.
First, it looked like there was going to be a big gain on that play, but Bangor cut him off and drove him out of bounds for about a 3-yard gain.
And this is a crucial drive for both teams. Like you said, with 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the half, and Brunswick right here on the 42-yard line. I mean, they could score. Bangor could stop them either way. I mean, it's going to be big for both teams in determining who goes up at half or whether it stays, 6-6.
We got slot left, twins left. Philip Warren in the backfield. Hand off to Warren, straight up the middle. Breaks the tackle, brought down by 2 Bangor defenders, Mike Prentice, as well as number 14, Jordan Heath. That's a first down. That's a great run. That's an 8-yard run by Philip Warren.
And right there, it looks like Bangor was trying to take their linebacker, number 5, Dave Barry to the outside to help out the defensive end maybe. They only had one linebacker set back. It looks like they're going to do it again. They have Dave Barry to the outside. Bangor line shifting a little bit.
Same formation for Brunswick. Mims rolls left, reverse, coming back.
He's going to be met by number 28, Mike Prentice. That was number 14, Justin Clark on the reverse right there.
Little trickery, JJ.
It's going to be second down and about 4. That was a good play. Keep Bangor on their toes and make them play honest defense. I think that's what Brunswick's trying to do right here.
Brunswick calls a timeout, and we're going to take a timeout with them.
And here we are back at Cameron Stadium. 44 seconds left in the half, 6-6. Brunswick driving, trying to get a score here before halftime. Looks like Bangor's back to their regular 5-2.
Second and about 3 for Brunswick. Motion. Mims rolls to the left. Behind Philip Warren is running back, and he is swarmed and tackled by number 20. Aaron Gallant on the tackle, the solo tackle. That's a great tackle and a clutch play.
That was a great job by P.J. Dow right there. P.J. seemed to just, chase Mims right into the arms of Gallant right there. And, that's good help tackling right there. You sort of corral him and take him down. Do it any way you can. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7 for Brunswick. A 3rd down and 8 for Brunswick.
That's a key play by Ralph Mims to stop the clock, get out of bounds, not have to use another timeout. So it brings up about 3rd and 3 on the 29 of Bangor. 36.6 seconds to go. Mims under center.
Brunswick has twins right. They're going to hand it up the middle to Philip Warren. And he gains about 3, and it's going to be about 4th down and 6. And it looks as though Brunswick's going to try to get one more play in here.
Clock running, 16 seconds left to go in the half.
Bangor still running their 5-2.
Mims rolls to the right, drops back, throws, incomplete pass. Turnover on downs. Bangor will take over with 5.7 seconds left to go in the half. Great stop for Bangor.
So what do you think they'll do right here, Chris, with 5.7 seconds on the clock? Do you think they're going to try to go deep, or you think they'll just try to take it into the locker room 6-6 right here?
I don't think they'll get very fancy at all. I don't think they'll throw a pass. I think they'll go with their bread and butter. I think they'll go to Mike Prentice up the middle and just hope that they'll break one and run the timeout and go in halftime 6-6, unless something crazy happens.
And overall, a very, very well played half by both teams.
Equal half by both teams. Very, very good.
We have the I formation. They're going to hand it off to Mike
Prentice
Prentice.
right up the middle.
Up the middle, and he's going to gain about 5 yards, and that should do it for the half. As we have it 6-6 at halftime, and we're going to take it for a break. welcome back to Cameron Stadium here this evening as we're going to start the second half of the Bangor Brusnwick football game here, the Eastern Maine Championship. And it's 6-6 right now as we get ready for the second half. Just as a reminder, the ref tonight is Mike Delos, line judge Bob Bean, umpire Mike Clark, linesman Scott Heath, back judge Tim Kenny, and scorekeeper John Redmond. We also have captains coming out, and for Brusnwick we have number 6 Devin Shepard, number 47 Philip Warren, number 72 John Hamilton, and number 79 Aaron Chafin.
And the captains for Bangor are number 4 PJ Dow, number 51 Trevor LaGrange, number 28 Mike Prentice, and number 2 Tyler Heber.
And we saw, a very well played half of football right there. As we said, 6-6 in the first half, and I'd look to see a lot more of the same here in the second half. And the pressure builds as you get deeper and deeper and closer to the end of that fourth quarter. So the Bangor will receive here to start off the half, and they'll try to see if they can't get something started right here. And both teams pretty much have been primarily running here tonight. Chris, have you been surprised to see that, or surprised there hasn't been more passing? Or
I'm surprised there hasn't been more passing. Usually you have to pass sometime to open up that running game, but I don't think I've seen Bangor pass one time this game. They're just sticking to the bread and butter. Michael Prentice up the middle, around the ends. That's the way it's been all year for them. For Brusnwick, they had a little of both, mostly to their running back, number 47, Philip
Warren. Yeah.
Warren. He had the majority of the carries, as well as Ralph Mims.
Yeah, it looks like both teams are trying to play a little bit of a who's tougher game. Bangor comes out running and scores a touchdown, and Brusnwick answers right back on special teams, and both the teams seem like they want to run and prove that their running backs have what it takes to be in the state championship. And thus far, it's made for a great little half of football for us right now as we get ready to start the second half of football. We have Prentice and
Prentice and Tyler Heber back deep.
Tyler Heber back deep, and we have number 57 kicking for Brusnwick. That'll be Derek Paquette. Heber fielded it about the 15. He's got a good head of steam.
Tacking about the 24-yard line.
So that'll be first down and 10 on the 35-yard line.
What do you think they'll do different this half, JJ, to maybe be a little bit more successful?
Well, I think that both teams' coaches probably a little fired up at trying to get their men rallied up at halftime. And I think we'll probably see a lot of what we saw early in the game. You're not going to want to change much when the game's this close. Maybe you might see a little bit more passing out of Bangor, but Bangor in the eye. They're going to hand it off to Mike Prentice up the middle.
Gang tackle by bunches of Brusnwick players. Number 75 in on the tackle.
Look like number
Andrew Williamson in on the tackle for Brusnwick.
Looked like number 5 Tyler Montgomery was in there on the play as well.
Short game for Bangor to be a 2nd and 7.
Both teams right here are going to be coming out to stop the other team. They want to stop the progress and see if they can't get their own trains rolling. Bangor here in the I formation.
Turns, handed to Nick Payson up the middle. Gang tackled. All Brusnwick players there.
Looked like number 6 Devin Shepard, number 72 John Hamilton, and a bunch of others were in there on the tackle. Brusnwick doing a great job right now, swarm tackling and stopping anything that Bangor's trying to do on the ground, pretty much. That big defensive line of Brusnwick has been doing very great thus far tonight. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 9. Brusnwick still got 7 men on the line of scrimmage. It looks like it'll be
Sullivan
a pass.
draws back, quick pass to Anthony DeRosa, right down the line, stopped for no gain.
And that'll bring up a 4th down and about 10, and you will see the punt team for Bangor coming out here.
Great lift for Brusnwick to come out and stop Bangor on that first possession. 3 and out for Bangor. Now Bangor is punting 4th and 11. Back deep, Shepard and Warren for Brusnwick. Snap, PJ Dow with the kick. Low line drive. Caught by number 47. Fumble on the play, he recovers, runs left.
Looks like
breaks a couple tackles and out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Looks like Aaron Gallant in on the tackle right there, and looks like both teams are sort of trying to are figuring out each other's process right here so far in the second half, and See if the Bangor defense can keep up its little bit of a steel curtain that it's had so far this game. Bangor's been very tough, and as we said, they bend, but they don't break very often. We'll see if they can keep that up.
For Bangor, you really know what's coming here. They're going to give it to their big fullback up the middle or around the end. He's been their bread and butter even this game. I mean, they got to look for that, and as well, they have to look for Ralph Mims around the end, running or passing.
Yep, Philip Warner has been a big success thus far this game. Bangor still running their 5-2. They hand it off to Philip Warren. He's
up the middle, breaks a couple tackles. Warren for an 11. Oh, fumble on the play.
And it looks like it's going to be covered by Brusnwick. And that was a good run right there. It's Philip Warren showing that he can be a little bit shifty and gains about 11 yards on the play.
Nice run by Philip Warren.
That's going to be a first.
5 yards after the initial hit. Great run.
That's going to be a first down and 10 on the Bangor 48. And this is going to be a battle of the lines right here. We'll see if the Bangor line can get up there and knock that Brusnwick line back a little bit and maybe make a stop right here. They hand off to number 6, Shepard. Shepard around the end. And
tackled by Nick Payson and Trevor LaGrange. Good gang tackling by Bangor.
And he gains 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be about second down and 7, I would say. Both teams right here very fired up. And the adrenaline's running high right here, and you just have to try to stay focused if you're the Bangor defense right here, and be focused on stopping the key players for Brusnwick. Like you said, number 47, Philip Warren, he's doing a very good job. But not only that, but taking over the line of scrimmage. Start with little things and build up right now.
Mims rolls left. Looking,
it's
rolls
left. Pressure on from the line.
P.J. Dow with a sack. Great play by P.J. Dow.
And the Bangor line right there just took over the offensive line of Brusnwick, and we had some good pressure right there, which allowed P.J. Dow to show off his speed a little bit right there.
Mims rolled left, just looking, couldn't find anybody, and P.J. Dow in the pursuit eventually dragged him down. Great play by P.J. Dow.
That's a great job right there by Mims, not to fumble the ball when he can't see P.J. coming from the backside right there. 6-6 with 8:19 left in the
Brings
game.
up third and
left
15.
in the third quarter.
3rd and 15 for Brusnwick. Motion to the right side. Mims under center.
And it looks like it's a good pass.
Incomplete pass to number 6, Shepard. Great defense by Bangor. That brings up a 4th down and about 15.
And I think we'll see the punt unit again here as both teams' defenses come out fired up right here. It looks like it's going to be a battle of who can score first right here.
Back deep for Bangor is Mike Prentice and Tyler Heber. Back punting for Brusnwick is number 57.
Number 57, Spencer
Karen.
Let's see if they can't get a good good punt right here and see if the wind's affecting his kick as well.
Low squib.
Looks like they're going to let it go out of bounds. And it's out at about the 22-yard line. That's a very good punt right there. Doesn't give the fast men from Bangor a chance to return it, but also gets it down the field enough so it doesn't give them great field position either. And this Bangor offense, they're going to try to find a niche right here, Bombardier and the defense. Is there anything you think that Coach Hackett's been saving out of his little bag of tricks so far that he might pull out here?
You know as well as I do that Brusnwick pulled out a kind of a trickery reverse in the first half. I think something like that's going to come up for Bangor. I think Coach Hackett will dig into his little bag of tricks, and he'll pull something out here pretty soon. Nick Payson on the run right side for about 2 yards, tackled by number 79, Aaron Chafin. Aaron Chafin is a big body in the middle. He stuffs that middle. He's made a couple of great plays tonight.
And for a man his side, he has extraordinary speed, and he's been all over the field tonight, and that's what you need out of your defensive lineman. Clog those holes and make it easier not only for you to make the tackle, but for somebody else to make the tackle as well. Because when you free up those linebackers, you'll start stopping that team for no gain, and you'll see the punting like we've seen from both teams tonight.
Great defensive game plan by both teams tonight.
Brusnwick still playing with 7 men on the line of scrimmage. I formation from Bangor.
2nd and 8. Sullivan drops back and trips and falls for a loss of about 5.
Just look like that's just one of those things right there. You get caught up with your offensive lineman, nobody's fault right there. But Brusnwick has Bangor in good position right here now. It's going to be 3rd down and about 13.
Deep in their own territory.
Looks like this will definitely be a passing down for Bangor. Brusnwick right now having good success on defense. Both teams struggling a little bit on offense, but I think that's due to, like we said, both teams' defensive lines are very good and very aggressive, and nobody wants to give up points, it seems like, right here.
Paul pass intercepted by Brusnwick.
It's picked
Still up, picked off by number 6. Shepard returns it to the Bangor 11-yard line.
And that is a big play right there.
Huge play by the Brusnwick defense.
Brusnwick getting very excited about that one right there. Shepard, one of their key players all game, he just came up big, and it seemed like that ball bounced off the wide receiver's hands, and that was a very good heads-up play by the defensive back right there to get in the position to make that play.
Bangor tried a pop pass to their tight end, and it was tipped, and Shepard just he was in the right position at the right time, and it just fell right into his hands, and he made a great play.
That was a nifty little run back right there as well.
Mims under center, split left.
Defense running the 5-2.
Handoff up the middle to number 47.
47, Philip Warren.
Philip Warren up the middle.
He gets to about the 5-yard line, and it's pushed back by the Bangor linebackers. It looked like number 5, Dave Barry, and maybe even number 76, Kyle Oliver, in there trying to push him back. It's a very big for both teams right here. If Brusnwick can get in, that'll, with the scoring being as few and far between as it has been, this could be one of the the key drives that we're going to look back on.
This is big time for both teams right here, deep in Bangor territory. Mims hands off to number 47, Warren again up the middle, breaks a couple tackles, touchdown, Brusnwick.
And that was just a great job right there by the offensive line, opening up the holes. And if you give that man holes right there, he's going to get you 3 or 4 yards of carry.
Like we said earlier, JJ, turnovers just hurt you. And if the opposite team capitalizes on the other team's turnovers, then...
And Bangor right there lets up a touchdown, but they'll try to come right back and score again. There's 5 minutes and 45 seconds left in the third quarter, and it's 6-12 as Brusnwick goes for the PAT right here.
And it looks like Brusnwick will come out and try to go for 2. Mims under center.
So Gutsy moved by Brusnwick right here.
Split right, motion left by number 6, Shepard. Oh, Mims rolls to the left, looking like he's going to run. Runs left side, in for the 2-point conversion.
And Brusnwick gets a 2-point conversion, so that puts them up 14-12.
14-6,
14-6.
Right now, Bangor just needs to take a deep breath. They need to come together as a team, and they need to answer.
As both teams go to the sidelines, we'll take a break. Cameron Stadium, we have 5 minutes and 45 seconds left in the third quarter, and it's 14-6 Brusnwick. It looks as though the ball fell off the tee right here for Brusnwick. Being very windy, I'm not surprised to see that right now. How about you, Chris?
It doesn't usually happen very often unless the wind is blowing very hard. And as seeing that, obviously the wind is blowing very, very hard out there, affecting the pass, kickoffs, punts, everything.
And as we said, Brusnwick gets set to kick off. Bangor to receive. We got Prentice and Heber back deep. The ball
low line drive.
Looks like it's going to go to about the 2-yard line, and Heber's going to pick it up.
Running with it is Heber. Up the right side, makes a first move, and tackled a little beyond their own 10-yard line.
That's a very good kick right there by the kicker. That's what you want right there. Keep it low and something that'll be a little bit hard for the receivers to handle.
That ball just hopped around, and Tyler had trouble getting a hold of the ball, and it gave Brusnwick enough time to run down the field and make the tackle.
Yep. Anybody that's received the ball knows that those ones right there, the tough ones that you don't want to get because you never know which way a football is going to bounce. The Brusnwick defense comes out. They're looking to stop Bangor and maybe try to hold up this score that they just got right here.
Bangor in the power eye left, split left. Sullivan under center. Hands to Prentice right side. Gang tackles for about a 2-yard gain.
And he was tackled by number 72 on Brusnwick, John Hamilton.
As well as number 6, Shepard.